Brothers terms, everyone is here.
Everyone is here.
Everyone is here.
Like our homegrown graduation. But I did get you a speaker. And so we got a speaker.
We got a speaker.
Woo!
Woo!
It's Mr. Mobray. Hello.
He is Mr. Mobray. And so I am going to do a formal introduction of the amazing Kaplan Mobray for your commencement speech online. So Kaplan Mobray, who's also my incredible neighbor, is one of the most dynamic and inspirational business speakers in all the world. He is the author of 10 Ks of personal branding. He's been featured on Fox and CNN and Business Week and the Wall Street Journal. And the best part about him is he goes to the Super Bowl and he is known by all the Super Bowl players in all the world. Woo! And so he is here to talk to you not only about his work, but give you a graduation speech to remember. So I am so honored to have the incredible Kaplan Mobray here. Everyone unmute and cheer. Woo!
If we don't remember the speech, I am screen recording.
There you go. I'm screen recording too. All right, Kaplan, I'm giving it all to you and I'm muting my mic.
Let's see. Can you hear me now?
Woo!
Yes.
Yes.
Can you hear me now? Absolute pleasure. Hold on. Thumbs up if you can hear me. Thumbs up if you can hear me. I want to make sure. Okay, awesome. I see Amanda, Kevin, Thomas, Nicholas, Laura, Ryan, Laura, Katira, Amanda, Deanna, Stephanie. Who else? Sal, Brandon, you're out there. Maybe Jackson, you're out there. Maybe Nafisa, you're out there. Kiara, you're out there. Matt, you're out there. Erica, you're out there. Elisa, you're out there. Elizabeth, you're out there. Brian, you're out there. Who else? Abigail, you're out there. Mark, you're out there. Samantha, we see you. Caitlin, we see you. Joe, we see you. Les, we see you. Daniel, we see you. Charles, we see you. And Kevin, we see you. And all those the other students that are listening from afar, and we are here, and we are so grateful for you. Katira, I see you dancing, Katira. I see you, I see you, I see you. This is your time. And to the class of 2020, it is my absolute pleasure to be here with you today and to celebrate you. This is a momentous occasion, but most importantly, this is just a chance for us to breathe. And first of all, before we start, I had to do one thing. So I want you to all make sure that you unmute and hear this. So this song goes like this. It goes like this. All right, that's happy birthday to Gina. Let's say happy birthday to Gina.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Gina.
birthday.
Happy birthday, Gina. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
That's how we're going to start this today.
Also, Kaplan, according to Brianna and my sister, you remind us alternatively of Captain Holt from Brooklyn Nine-Nine or our dad.
Or Don Chico.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. So here we go. And Gina, happy birthday as we also commence this graduation. I'm so happy to be here with you today and honored. So I'm going to read some marks, but I'm really going to talk to you today about the presence of where we are right now. So whether you are social distancing, sitting 6 feet or not 6 feet apart from someone, watching today with a mask, looking in the mirror at your new quarantine hairstyle, yes, doing a TikTok dance routine and failing miserably, or simply celebrating the last Zoom presentation that you will have to be on for the year. Okay, maybe the next 30 minutes. It's an honor for all of us to come to this point. So I want us first to take a deep breath. Nick, I want us all to take a deep breath. Let it out. One more. You made it. That's right, you made it. And today marks the beginning of a new chapter, the new start of a new page, a new celebration of making it through a year that has changed the face of who you are and who you will become. Take out your cell phones. If you got a cell phone, take it out right now. Ryan, I see you. Kevin, I see you. Take out your cell phones. I want you to.
I ever put my cell phone away?
Right, there you go. So Nick, I want you to turn to the front-facing camera feature of your phone. That means as selfie mode. And I want you to take a picture of yourself, but do not pose. Just take a picture of yourself, but do not pose. Go. 1, 2, 3.
All my pictures are good pictures. Excuse me.
Now look at that picture. Now, I want you to, same thing, go back to selfie mode. I want you to take a picture of yourself as if you had just won the lottery. Give me your I just won the lottery face. Now, when you think about it, I want you to remember this moment. Kevin, Ryan, Emily, Katira, Nick, I see you. I want you to remember this moment. And I want you to remember that face. You see, in the face of change and uncertainty, you choose the face that you wear. And as you prepare for all that is to come, all the amazing things that are to come, you have to know, students, graduates, you have to know that in the classroom, there is a student waiting to meet you who will one day say that they won the lottery because they have you as their teacher. It's because you chose to show up for them with the face of strength, with the face of knowledge, with the face of care. And you made their ability better because you gave them hope. They're going to show up with the I won the lottery face because they got you, Kevin, because they got you, Ryan, because they got you, Amanda, because they got you, Katera. They're going to show up with that face. So you'll bring to students the gift that you've been given being the class of 2020. You will bring to students the gift that you've been given being the class of 2020. See, there's something that you are doing today that will stay with you forever. There's something you have been given, an experience that you've had this year that will transform the way that you think, that you work, that you live. There's something that you experienced this year, something you learned about yourself. Nick, Kevin, Ryan, Emily. Something you learned about yourself during this time of uncertainty and challenge that will stay with you forever. And there's a gift that you've been given, being the class of 2020, that will stay with you forever. So I want you to all take a deep breath. If you are fortunate to take that deep breath just right now, know that you are well, you are alive, you are ready, and you are inspired to take on all the amazing things that are ahead. But more than anything, you have been given the gift of perspective. Perspective. You see, perspective is all about what you see. And as you think about your future, and as you think about life and what's next, you are what you see. In fact, in life, you see what you look for. Nick, you see what you look for. And what that means is we should always know, what are we looking for and what are we looking to see? Ryan, what are you looking for and what are you looking to see? And if you think about this, this is going to help you embark on a career and a journey that will test you and your will. We know that you are embarking on a career and a journey that will test you and your will. We know it already. And even the pandemic that we're going through right now, 2020, this is the first test that you've had in life. And it won't be the last test that you have in life. But the opportunity for us all is, what do you see in the midst of challenge and change? So your perspective will shape your future and it's going to create your success. But you have to take control of what you look for in any situation, because what you look for is what you see. So seeing perspective and having perspective is everything. And you've been given the gift and the perspective, Kevin, to change the world, to elevate happiness and safety for your students, to help students become people of confidence, to give them the gift of breathing a new life into their learning ability so they can breathe new ability into learning about life. It's a special thing. It's a very special thing. And this gift you've been given, the gift of 2020, is something that should change your life. So students, 2020 was waiting for you. That's right. Ryan, I see you. 2020 was waiting for you. Kevin, I see you. 2020 was waiting for you. The fact is, it was waiting to give you something that will make you the world's most resilient, the world's most prepared, the world's most flexible, the world's most innovative, and most brave, and mostly the world's most grateful class to ever define how the world moves on and how the world creates new possibilities for the unthinkable. See, after all, you are a pioneer. Nick, you are a pioneer. Katira, you are a pioneer. You will have to rewrite the script of how we do, what we do, when we do, and why we do. I'll say that again. You, each of you, watching here, and those that are watching from afar, you will have to rewrite the script of how we do, what we do, when we do, and why we do. So here are some thoughts as you embrace your journey. First of all, let's redefine remote possibilities. We have to redefine remote possibilities. And many of you were among the first to ever have your entire learning done remotely. For anyone who had their entire learning done remotely, raise your hand. If you were someone who had your hand, your whole class was remote. Now, for many of us, you know that it teaches you something. When you go through a class, it teaches you. You were the first to entirely have your learning done remotely, and you know that it's remotely possible to learn in a new way and to learn and teach in a new way. But more than that, you've learned that anything is possible. So for your students, it will be your responsibility to turn the very small chance that something can't happen into the very big chance that all things are possible. I'm going to again, Nick. For your students, it will be your responsibility to turn the very small chance that something can't happen into the very big chance that all things are possible. So redefine remote possibilities, because the art of the possible will always be the art of the remote chance. Secondly, find new ways to make things work. See, being the class of 2020 means you have to understand that every day is different, and your life can change in a day and in a season. And this year has taught you to find new ways to make things work. Even the things that work today may not work tomorrow, and they will need a new way, but every day is different. So you will appreciate, all of you, Kevin, Katira, Ryan, Emily, Amanda, you will appreciate your ability to create a different day and a different season in the lives of your students. You will appreciate that there will be a new way because you are a difference maker. You will be the new way that things work. You will be the different day for your students who present you with a new season of challenge and a new season of triumph. But never, ever, ever forget that you are the difference maker, and your job will be to find new ways to make things work. But you got to be present in the moment, not just present for the moment. See, when we did this, you are a note that someone will sing. And your presence in the moment is what's going to drive you to elevated levels of value and growth to be the difference maker that you are. You were chosen for this moment in time. That means that you have to embrace it all of it. The change, the uncertainty, the tough economy, the job market, the health crisis, the social distancing, the online learning, and the occasional shortage of toilet paper. And most importantly, your ability to move it all and to move past it all is what's going to drive you further. See, what you learn by being grateful for the moment and what you do with it will transform your will to be the moment in difficult times in the life of your students. You will understand that your presence and being present is what makes the moment for your students and those around you. So be present in the moment, not just for the moment, because you were chosen for this time. So take time for what matters most, but also take time to matter most. Like right now, just look around, look to the left, look to the right, look to someone and say, I matter. Say that to someone or say it to yourself, I matter. The reality is, yeah, I see you, Katira, you matter. Now, the reality is this, you have to take time to matter because what you're doing is work that is not only going to make a difference in the immediate nature of the classroom, it's going to live on in someone's life well after you leave, well after they have you in the class. And you will be something that sparks a confidence, a hope, change, inspiration, and even life into the lives of your students. So take time for what matters, but mostly take time to matter. The next is be resilient and celebrate the unexpected benefit of any circumstance. See, this year has taught you to be resilient. And you always ask yourself, what am I not seeing? What could I see if I just look for it? But change is a part of high performance. And as you think about what you're going to do, Kevin, this year, what you think about you do next year, the differences you're going to make in the lives of your students understand that the change that you face today is a part of the growth that you be and become tomorrow. See, change is a part of high performance, but being resilient in the face of change is called taking control of your life. So the students that await you next year or in the years to come, they're going to look for you to be resilient because your resilience helps them to grow. It helps them to live. It helps them to be grateful, and it helps them to learn. So understand that it is on you. But let's face it, everything that we've gone through this year, understand that you are a hero and you have to be a hero. See, the reality is this. There is someone waiting for you, counting on you, Kevin, counting on you, Ryan, counting on you, Emily, Sarah. There's someone counting on you to save the day. There's someone counting on you to save the day. I want you to say with me, I know you're on mute, but say save the day. I'm going to say save the day. Kevin, I can't hear you. Say save the day.
Save the day.
All right. Thank you, Lisa.
Save the day.
Save the day.
Save the day.
And I see you, Ken. Say
Save the day.
Say save the day.
Where's my, no more.
Kevin, I see you, Kevin. Say,
I was about to pull out my Iron Man mask.
there you go.
Anyone remember Fat Albert, the movie from 2004?
Nick, say save the day.
Save the day.
Okay. There's someone counting on you. Thank you for unmuting me, Tina. There's someone counting on you to save the day. There's someone counting on you to be a hero, to use your superpowers to allow them to be great. There's someone counting on you to save the day for a situation that they will face, that they have faced, and they count it and they bring it in your care. There's someone counting on you to take the gift of 2020 and everything that you experienced this year and learn and make it something that allows you to transform their life. There's someone counting on you, Kevin, to save the day.
Saved it.
But if you don't know your superpowers, Emmanuel, Lisa, Kevin, Ken, if you don't know your superpowers, what you bring to the table every single day to make something better because you are here, because you are present, because you are alive, then why should someone learn from you? It is an absolute privilege to learn from you. It is an absolute privilege to be inspired by you. And the students who are waiting for you, they're waiting for you to show up as the hero that you are, not just the teacher that you are. Because they can get learning anywhere, but they're counting on you to save the day. And that's why it's special that you are here today. And that's why you are the class of 2020. So understand that, be a hero. Know your superpowers. Know that when you're teaching someone to learn, when you're going through their IEPs, when you're looking at ways to help them figure out a new solution for something, or building out a lesson plan, that then you have to build out a new lesson plan, understand that it's not about the lesson plan. It's about your ability to save the day. So know that you are a hero. But guess what? Keep your head up. Keep your head up. Keep your head up. Kevin, keep your head up. Lisa, keep your head up. Nick, keep your head up. Ken, keep your head up. Emmanuel, keep your head up. Because it's easy to look down when things are tough. It's easy to look down when things are challenging. It's easy to put your head in a different direction when things have turned upside down. It's easy to lose your head when you've been stuck at home for 13 weeks. It's easy to not get a head start on what's ahead because you're stuck on what's now. It's easy to be a potato because you're stuck waiting to be fried. It's easy to keep your head not connected to what's ahead. So understand that this is everything. And every single day that you come and from this parent, you understand that you got to bring your full self. That means we've got to hear you, because if we don't hear you, we lose something. We've got to understand that you've got to touch opportunity. You have to have your hand in the opportunity, not just in the plan, but you have to have your hand, because if we don't have your hand, we lose something. We've got to smell opportunity. We've got to sniff out ways to be an opportunity and a resource for others. We've got to smell and taste the way that we can drive a difference, to be the difference. Because if we don't smell opportunity, we lose something. If you can't see your ability to be a difference, you can't see the change you're going to make in the lives of your students. If you can't see that this is a tremendous opportunity, 2020 is a tremendous opportunity because you've been given a gift. If you can't see it, and you can't see the difference you make for others, we lose something. And we don't hear something. And all of a sudden, we're left with just a shell. But you are so much more than a shell. And you've been given so much more to be so much more for others. So keep your head up, because there's someone counting on you to be and bring the full capabilities of who you are, the full soul and heart of who you are, the full care of who you are. So bring it and understand that your head and keeping your head up is a choice. You see, looking up is a choice. Your positivity, your personality, and your productivity is a choice. But you've got to keep your head up. And then final couple of points. Disrupt the world for good. Disrupt the world for good. You know, there should be a new way to do and a new way to be that you have solved or are creating for this year. So turn worry into wonder and turn panic into passion. I'm going to say that again. Turn worry into wonder and turn panic into passion. And when you do that, Lisa, you drive amazing results to turn any situation into a tremendous opportunity for positivity, for growth, for value, for change. Turn worry into wonder, turn panic into passion. Ken, that's why we are here. So disrupt the world for good. Don't just be the change that the world needs to see. Be the you that the world needs to see. Because if you are you, you can bring change. If you are being yourself, you can bring change. But also, if you are living by decision and not by default, because you care about the difference you make for your students, you will become the change that becomes the gift of the class of 2020. So in closing, I celebrate you. I celebrate you, Kevin, and Lisa, and Emmanuel. I celebrate you, Ken. I celebrate the fact that you are taking this year not as a year of, oh my gosh. You're taking it as a year of OMG. And let me explain. I want you to all say OMG. Say OMG.
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 I'm good.
OMG.
OMG. Right. So when change hits us, oftentimes in any different way, our immediate reaction for sometimes is to look at the change. OMG, what happened? Oh my goodness, how am I going to do this? And for some of us, we're thinking, how am I going to do this? I graduated, but how am I going to do this? But when you embrace OMG, because you are the class of 2020, you embrace these very specific principles. I leave you in closing. Hey, Laura. First of all, optimism. Optimism is your ability to see possibilities regardless of the circumstances. That means regardless of the circumstance, regardless of the job market, regardless of the hiring freeze, regardless of the not hiring freeze, regardless of the opportunity, regardless of the economy, regardless of social distancing, regardless of distance learning, regardless of the circumstance, you see an opportunity and you see possibilities because you have optimism. You have the big O. Next is magic. Now, magic is about creating the unthinkable from what others may not see. Creating the unthinkable from what others may not see. And what that means is we have to rename our challenge just like we celebrate our opportunity. So for example, Lisa, if you think about 2020, and I want you to unmute for a second, I want you to give me one name that you would describe for 2020. Go. One name, Ken, go.
Surreal.
Surreal.
Resiliency.
Resiliency, Tara.
Challenge.
Challenge, Salvatore.
Surprise.
Surprise, Nick. Laura. Now, here's the point. You can go back on mute. Here's the point. When you rename your challenge, you get more connected to it, right? If you name something, you're more connected to it. If you don't name it, it becomes something that happens to you. The class of 2020 is something you've been given, but you also have to embrace that it is now a part of you. It is a living part of you. So magic means that you create the unthinkable from what others may not see. So rename your challenge. When you have a student next year, rename your challenge. When you have an opportunity next year to do a new learning plan, rename your challenge. Because when you rename it, you also claim it, and you claim the opportunity that you will use to move through it. And finally, in closing, it's what I call vitamin G. As you leave this year, as you celebrate this year, continue to take your supplements. And specifically, continue to take vitamin G. Vitamin G stands for gratitude. Gratitude. Be grateful for the opportunity. Be grateful for the great things that are happening, but also be grateful for the challenge. Because in the challenge, you learn something new about yourself. You will learn something new about yourself and your will to change the world, to be the difference maker that you are. Vitamin G is what gets you through. Vitamin G is what makes you great. Vitamin G is what gives you the goodness to create great possibilities for generations to come. So always and never forget that there is going to be someone who's going to be grateful for you, someone who you haven't even met. They're waiting, Laura. They're waiting, Katira. They're waiting, Salvatore. They're waiting, Lisa. They're waiting, Nick, to come and tell you how grateful they are for you. There's a student you haven't even met that is already taking their vitamin G because they're so grateful for what you will do to change their possibilities in life. But you have to step into your gratitude and never forget that if we have the opportunity to breathe, you have the opportunity to change the world. So in closing, as we think about and get ready and get set for all the amazing things ahead, I thank you so much for what you will do. On behalf of the thousands of students that you will touch, who may never get a chance to say thank you, on behalf of their parents who never get a chance to say thank you, know that you are the difference maker. And the gift of 2020 has given you the ability to create new possibilities, to create the unthinkable, to create the unimaginable, to shape why we are here, what we do, how we get there, and to move and create a new script of possibility. So I celebrate you. And as you embark on this journey, I wish you nothing but the most amazing and continued success. Because guess what? The world has already won the lottery because they have the opportunity to embrace each and every one of you. So I'm Kaplan Mobray. Thank you so much, Gina and Hunter College, and all of you today for having me as your commencement speaker. It is an honor to be with you. Keep your head up and always be a hero that you.
What?
Thank you so much.
Kaplan.
Yeah.
That's graduation.
Thank you so much.
We lit.
Kate wants to come on the screen.
Thank you so much.
One more cheer for the amazing Kaplan. So grateful for you, Kaplan. Your mics and cheers.
Yeah, she said, woo!
Thank you so much.